If you don't care, don't watch. Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and some uninformed people were asking me, who is this? Por favor. Daddy Yankee is one of the biggest Spanish language artists of all time. A mí me gusta la gasolina. Dame más gasolina. Rompe, rompe. Anyways, I could go on and on. Off the top of my head. Yesterday, I told you all that the Puerto Rican superstar is suing his ex-wife for $250 million. He was married to Mireddys for nearly 30 years. Mireddys and her sister ran his businesses. And unfortunately, he discovered that they were allegedly stealing tens of millions of dollars from him. And now he wants his money back and then some. And unfortunately, his youngest daughter is collateral damage. But since yesterday, I've become aware of so much more drama with his family. Very public drama. Daddy Yankee's oldest daughter, Yamile Ayala, has been named the new director of his companies, a role that his wife used to have. They got divorced and she got the boot. It also happens that this daughter of Daddy Yankee's is not the child of his ex-wife. It's from another woman. And the daughter that he had with Mireddys, his wife of nearly 30 years, is siding with mom and publicly. Jesaeelys Ayala, his youngest daughter, who's almost 30 years old, she's no baby, she's 28, she is an influencer and a vlogger. And she made a video about all her family drama. Am I pronouncing her name right? Jesaeelys? Ay, Dios mío. I'm just going to call her Jay. Jay says that her dad, Yankee, caught her and mom by surprise. In her vlog, Jay says, usually when people divorce, it's private. According to her, her mother wanted to keep it that way. Her father, however, had other plans. My mom wanted everything to be like this. No one has to find out. We are going to do this discreetly. You do your thing, I do mine. You on your side, I on mine. But then she reveals, just as you find out when you scroll through a story, we learned in the same way. Revealing that she and her mother discovered the divorce shocker on social media. Quote, there was no communication of, look, I'm going to do this. This is going to be published. It caught all of us by surprise. The other party, her father, evidently did the opposite of her mother. This is why we are in the position today where we are publicly exposed and me having to do this. Jay says that she felt compelled to be very public with her family drama because of the media circus and that the public has been sending her death threats, insults, and countless things. In response to that very public video, Daddy Yankee released a statement to people in Espanol saying, quote, Daddy is praying for his daughter. He loves her like all his children. He will always be there for her and for everything. None of that will change the love he feels for her. Well, in the very public back and forth, his daughter had a response to that. Jesaeelys, I think that's how you say it, Jay says, no puedes tratar a la gente como basura y adorar a Dios al mismo tiempo. Translation, you can't treat people like trash and then worship God at the same time. For her part, Mireddys, his ex-wife, has not made any direct statements about the lawsuit against her and her sister. Luckily for him, his eldest daughter had already been working for Daddy Yankee for quite some time. In 2021, a fan account reposted a story from Daddy Yankee on International Women's Day where he described his oldest daughter and the now head of his business as Dad's accountant. And thankfully for his son, the son that he also had with his ex-wife, things between the two of them seem to be very good. He's not being cut out of the will. Jeremy, Yankee's son, recently was spotted with Dad together at a charity event. But unfortunately, his youngest daughter says, "It's horrible to be put in this situation by someone I love with all my heart." And she claims that the situation is far worse than the public knows. He knows why, she says, adding that she was at peace with her decisions. Escándalo. Es un escándalo. So, my friend, thoughts? Let's discuss it all in the comments section. I think this is just a road bump. They will get over this eventually as a family. And he might even get back together with his ex-wife. They were together for 30 years. Apparently, the tea is she, Mireddys, was not thrilled when he decided to retire. If you missed that, Daddy Yankee retired recently to devote his life to God. But his ex-wife liked the money. Can you blame her? But I don't know if I buy that theory. Because he would still be making money even if he stopped releasing music and touring. And what's even crazier, though, is that after the split, his ex-wife and sister still wanted to work for him. But a court in Puerto Rico ordered that Mireddys and her sister, Ayala, be removed from their managerial roles within Daddy Yankee's companies. According to El Nuevo Dia, Daddy Yankee and Yamile, his daughter from another mother, are now listed as the directors of his corporations, which his legal team highlighted in a motion opposing his ex-wife's request to appoint a judicial administrator. Quote, currently, the directors of these entities are Ramon Ayala, Daddy Yankee, and Yamile Ayala, and there is no deadlock or tie of any kind between them. And luckily for him, a source tells People magazine that he and his eldest daughter are, quote, closer than ever, and she has his complete trust. A not so thinly veiled drag at his ex-wife. And his daughter, the youngest one, is promising to spill more tea. She says, "I know the truth." Jay writes, "Everyone talks as if they understand when in reality they only know a twisted version of events." Jay has accompanied her mother to court, very publicly taking a side. And his daughter, the influencer, also says, "In due time, I'll clarify the why of many things." And at a recent court appearance, he had the following to say about his daughter, quote, "The relationship is a little damaged, but she's my queen. I saw her coming in and I told her, 'God bless you, you're my queen.' I know this is going to bring us closer step by step. We're a family, like all of them. There are ups and downs, but we're going to get over this." And Daddy Yankee said that his son wanted to accompany him at court, but he told his son not to. Oh my God, so messy. So, thoughts on this all? Whose side are you on? A lot to discuss. Let's get into it in the comments section. Hasta mañana. Los quiero. O hasta más tarde. Yo trabajo demasiado. Gracias por el apoyo hoy y siempre.